Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Trails Beyond the Horizon. In the last parts, we wrapped up our 4 SPGs around the city, and then we did our connection events, and we can now move on with the story. So, let us do it. We got things to do. Let's go over here, see what's going on, who we need to interact with. We gotta go up. We gotta go up. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, Gotti's here.
お待たせしました。サルバトーレ・ゴッチ監督が手掛けるパーフェクトドライバーゼロ。来月公開のこの注目作とドレッドパワー社より発売される新たなドリンクマキシマムエナジー。そのコラボレーションを発表させていただきます。マジかよ、噂になってたが。すごいコラボね。つうか、あの子めちゃくちゃ可愛くね。
Who's that?
サルバトーレ・ゴッチじゃ。バーゼルの諸君、盛り上がっておるようじゃな。ドレッドパワー期待の新作ドリンクとコラボできたことまっこと光栄に思う。先日よりこのマキシマムエナジーを撮影の合間に暗飲させてもらっておるが。
Is this supposed to be Monster
飲
Energy?
み口もガツンと刺激的でありながら実に爽やか。それでいてギンギンとみなぎってくるようじゃ。仕事や勉強やドライブでの疲労回復はもとより夜のお供にも最高じゃぞ。
監督そのあたりでですが映画同様パンチの効いた飲み応えなのは間違いないかと。こちらのキャンペーンガールの方も気に入って愛飲されているくらいですし。
リオンに監督、後で絶対殺す。
Is that Celis?
似た。
I'll give that Gotti guy this. He knows how to put on a hell of a show. The display is so over the top it's making me nauseous. I also have a few words for whoever designed that risque outfit. An energy drink themed promotion for motorsports horror film. Huh. Pop culture sure is something. I had the same thought when I first came here. Wait, haven't seen those two before? What on earth are those two doing? Oh wait, that's Celis and what's his nuts? Oh jeez. I didn't realize the promoter was what's his face. Man. Oh god, I didn't realize that till now. Shit. Poor Celis. Alright. Go in there. What do you got here?
はい、先ほどはどうも。
いや、そちらは観光の続きかね。
Major Amelia. General Herring? Hello. I'm taking tea here for dessert.
ああ、二人ともこの後軍の艦艇でゼクー基地に戻るのだが、久々に娘とプライベートで会ったのでエンガディーナでも食べていこうとなってね。
そうだ、ホールで頼んじゃったし、よかったらあなたたちも食べていかない？うかつなことしてそちらのお嬢さん方に悪いことしちゃったお詫びも兼ねて。
She's jealous. I guess we can take you up on that. Though the professor did already treat us the same thing as breakfast. Indeed, every restaurant family has their own unique nuts tort recipe, it seems. Look forward to trying it. It'd be our pleasure to join you. Oh boy. No, don't be sorry. It's on us for being caught so flat-footed. We can just chalk that up to our lack of experience. Hey, I'm not one to look a cheek pecking gift a horse in the mouth. But anyway, yeah, she definitely blindsided me there for sure. Ah, interesting. So you didn't get to see each other much during the planning phase. Nope, this guy's had his head buried in work, being in charge of the whole op and all. I've been stuck doing training, and more training. Poor Papa. Must be so lonely without me around. Were you a more disciplined daughter, perhaps I would be. Yet you did things like joining the military. In spite of my objections, and worked your way up to the ranks until you became an ace pilot. Then you volunteered for the front lines for the war. That may have earned your military accolades, but it came at the price of injury and early retirement. You still holding that over my head? Come on, I helped stop the invasion right out the gate, so cut me some slack. And hey, even if it's only a temporary thing, I'm back in the game now, aren't I? You can never keep a good military gal down. I suppose I can't argue with that at that point. You say this is a temporary arrangement. What do you plan to do once the project is over then? Gonna hang on the military cap again? That's more or less the plan, yeah. Though it may depend on how negotiations go with people higher up in the pecking order. For the record, I'll have no say in that. You'll need to make your case with the military affairs yourself. Seriously? This is great. I have an easier time bargaining with a brick wall. You, sure you want us hearing this stuff? You two seem really close. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Might be probably because my mom passed away early on. I also used to go camping with him as a kid whenever he was on leave. She can be quite the handful at times, but honestly, that's part of what makes her so endearing to me. It pains me to think this might be the last time we can meet together like this. Huh? Because of the rocket launch, I'm guessing? Yeah, I mean, it'll be the first attempt of its kind in human history, so the chance of everything going belly up isn't zero. Still, it's probably safer than when I was hauling ass making deliveries on SO difficulty routes. Don't equate your reckless bouts of whimsy with something as important as a rocket launch. I'm guessing that's what you did for a rehab after your injury. I had heard the delivery woman Hermes has dropped by with a pre-season business from time to time. Yeah, and I've heard all about things you got up there too. Freelance contractor Armbrust. From cracking down on human traffickers to mediating corporate disputes, you got quite the resume. You're more like a Spriggan than a Bracer, but the case you handle on a much more larger scale by the sound of it. Someone's done their homework. Take it set up in my past too. That's a given. Though rest assured your criminal history in the Empire is of no concern to us. Like with Schwarzer, I thoroughly scrutinized the CID report on you, and after the fact, I gave your invitation my stamp of approval. I neglected to express my gratitude in the social gathering due to all the people in attendance. Thank you. It's because of you that the program's chances of success have gone up, even if only slightly. I'm grateful to you, both as the man in charge of the project and as the father of the woman before you. Huh. General. I'll be frank, I still think this whole thing is suspicious as all gets out. But I'll take your thanks at face value for now. I don't know if it's our place to ask, but what are the odds of success? How should I put this? Let's just say I have reason to think it'll be higher than the time when you dispelled the twilight.
だからどうか今回については私たちに任せて。あなたたちの掴んだ可能性も受け取って、私たちは必ず勝利してくるから。
すまないね。思わせぶりなことばかり。キンキード君から聞いたが、明日には首都に移動するそうだな。当日打ち上げセレモニーに出るようだし、どうか楽しみながら見届けてくれたまえ。
I'm sure we will. Good luck. We'll be rooting for you. You got spirit, I'll give you that. In fact, I'd go as far as to bet half my chips in your chances. Afterwards, the Reed's group thanked their herrings for the tart and coffee and went on their way. Talk about having white-knuckle determination. Like, damn. I know what you mean. Honestly, though, I can't get read about how they truly feel about the program. But I can tell they're dead set on making it a success. And I'm sure the same is true for the president. Personally, I think that it's fishy that they just move on forward while withholding information from not only the other countries but also the guild. It doesn't look like they're doing this for personal gain, or even that they're acting only in the interest of the countries. So what's their aim? Good question. Regardless, notion of standing to decide and simply watch these events unfold doesn't sit well with me. I feel much the same way now as I did when Millie Mirage was proposed as a countermeasure to Jormungandr. Instead of chaining our fate to that plan, we, the Radiant Wings, took to the skies and charted our own course. Yeah, that's exactly right. And if we're to do the same thing here, then at the very least, we need to get the bottom of just what it is they're preparing for. Like with the Great Twilight, there's something more going on here than meets the eye. Until we know what that something is, I think we should get a hold off on making any moves. Makes sense. Okay, now that we are honed in on what we need to do, you guys ready to get to work? I certainly am. Let's do this, everyone. Not just because it's Thor's way of doing things, but because our Calvardi neighbors need our help. Oh, is that the bell from the chapel in the artisanal district? It's 6:30 p.m. now, so I'm guessing it's to let people know it's time for the evening service. Probably, yeah. Also, damn, sunset already? Thought it'd come a little later, but until given it's summer and all. Okay, I think we've seen all there is to see here, so we should probably move on to the next thing. Sounds like a plan. Let's make our way to the observatory, the Institute of Science. Do it. We've got nothing left to do anyway. Oh, while I'm here, and also while I'm here, while I'm doing this, gourmet.
じゃねえか。
Alright.
アークライドさんに送信するね。アークライドさんに送信するね。はい、お願いします。
Wait.
そんじゃブログをアップするぜ。
お願いするわね。
Secret. Alright. The sun's beginning to set. That was a good time to circle stargazing. It's all thanks to Toad and her connection to her grandfather. Opportunities like these don't grow in trees, so I think I'll tag along. Good. This meant... Whoa, that was fast. Did you run on the way here from the aerotrim station? Sure did. I want to check out the telescope too. Well, someone's excited. Anyway, shall we let ourselves in? Sure, let me just get me use the key card. Whoa, that's the latest on orbital optical telescopes. The Aquarius too. By connecting to a large terminal, it can correct the wavefront distortion to enhance the visual clarity of the night sky. I see you're well versed in the subject, man. You can say that again. She's even more into this than Toa. Sounds pretty neat in any case. Look forward to trying it out too. Same here. Oh, and that's the control terminal over there. That looks like the operational manual, and I think the other is Grandpa's research notes. Guess Professor Hamilton got them out for us. Okay, let's have a look at that manual and get this bad boy set up ASAP. Please receive a caution if you would. At least we inadvertently spark an international crisis. That's my biggest fear too. Aw, quit being such worrywart, you two. It'll be fine. Oh wow, what this is saying, this is at a big terminal underneath here called the Aurora. Well, since we're here and all, I vote we take this chance to disassemble it and take what makes it tick. Yeah, vetoed. Eidos, this girl. You better keep an eye on her before she lands us in hot water.
これでバッチリだね。シェダル大三角に合わせたよ。
すごいね。完全自動制御で目標の天体を追尾し続けるのか。
それじゃあ早速ミントさんずるいです。こういうのは年下優先で。
やれやれ、ああいうところはまだ子供だな。いいじゃねえか。黒ウサギの頃からは想像つかねえし、せっかくだ、俺たちも覗いてみようぜ。ああ、そうだな。
ミントさん、そろそろ変わってください。独り占めは良くないかと。
ある？順番だから。
リンくん、クロウくんも早くおいで。
今行きます。さて、大陸最高の望遠鏡、果たしてどんなもんかね。
うわあ、とわ教官の望遠鏡も素晴らしい光景でしたけど。正直あれとは比べ物にならない見え方でしょ。倍率にして1000倍以上。まさに天文学の英知って感じだね。アルチ長すぎ。私ももうちょっと見たい。私はアルッチではありません。はあ、ユーナさんやお姉ちゃんたちにも。
実際マジで感動ものかも。野営で団長やアイーダたちと見上げた時を思い出しちゃったな。
そうか。両兵王のおっさんと確か姉代わりだったか。
リーンさんたちもぜひ、これは絶対に見るべきものです。仕方ないな。ここは2人に譲ってあげよ
う。なんでミントが偉そうなの？
そういうことなら先に見てもいいか。年下が遠慮すんな。しかしジョルジュとか喜びそうだよな。
そうだね。あんちゃんも結構好きそうだし。
Wow.
どうしたの？映像が途切れちゃった？
いえ。
That doesn't look good.
何も見えない。いや、何かが映ってはいるけど、あまりに遠すぎて。これは一体なんだ？
映像自体は来てるっぽいけど。
はい、連動している財波にも映っていますね。ひょっとして接眼レンズが故障したとか？リンくん、ちょっと見せて。
ああ。
ちゃんと映ってんじゃん。
もう一度見せてくれ。ほれ、交代だ。どれどれ？ああ、 俺も同じみたいだな。
どういうこと？リーンさんとクロウさんだけが見えているはずの星空が見えない。2人とも目の調子がおかしくなったとかじゃないんだよね。
ええ、別に視力に異常はなさそうです。どちらかというとあれは何かがずれやがった。あえて言うならそんな感じか。
ちょっと端末見てくるね。
知らない番号、しかも匿名設定か。
なにどうしたの？
出やがったな。突然の連絡失礼します。リーン・シュバルツァー君ですね。
ええ、その通りですが、あなた方は一体。
悪いが通信じゃ言えねえ。ちょいとはばかりがある話でな。だがどうやら天文台で何かを見やがったようだな。
それもシュバルツァー君、あとアームブラストさんもですか？
この人たち。
どこかで覗いてたわけでもなさそうだが。
思わせぶりはそのくらいで、私もいるってお忘れなく。やっぱり
そういやそうだったな。だがそれでも通信はなしだ。単刀直入に言う。一度あんたらと会って話がしたい。
お手数をかけて申し訳ありませんが、これからある場所に来ていただけませんか？具体的には言えませんが、クラウゼルさんなら見当がつくかと。
今のは。
どうやらフィーの知り合いみたいだが。
去年から各方面で協力していたあの人たちだよね。うん。3月の事件じゃ関われなかったけど、アルマータ絡みじゃ私も協力したかな。じゃあとっとと行ってみようか。
ってどこに行くってんだ？
職人街。多分礼拝堂で待ってるはず。
No boy. So I guess they're my mystery party members then, huh? Alright.
では行きましょう。あ、日が落ちたね。その2人とも大丈夫？
こうして夜空を見上げる分には特に変わったところはねえな。ああ、さっき見たものは一体。
この辺りだけ妙に人がいませんね。かすかに霊視反応がありますが、何かの術を使って人払いしてるのかも。
入ってみよう。
Probably doing these two. There they are. Those must are mystery callers. Damn, she got changed.
おお、来やがったな。
ご足労かけて申し訳ありません。僕たちのセキュリティカードでは大学の敷地に入れなかったのでね。
Oh please, if you wanted to trespass, the little arrow trim authenticator wouldn't have stopped you. Not a tire. Oh, I see now. You're Gralsberg from the church. Guessing that puts you in the same camp as Gaius.
ああ、その通りだ。ドミニオン第4位、セリス・オルテシアだ。あんたたちのことはガイウスから聞いてるぜ。なかなか気合入った連中だそうじゃねえか。
ドミニオン第11位、リオン・バルタザールです。はじめまして。と言いつつ、バベル事件では少しばかり手伝わせていただいたこともありますね。
Right, you came to our aid then. I've heard a lot about you two. You also go by the names Searing Flare and Glacial Rime, right? Oh, so you know about us, huh? Though you can forget those crummy-ass nicknames. Anyway, I know you guys from when we were dealing with Alman and that Marchigar and stuff. Saw that outfit you were walking around the event, by the way. Pretty fresh look for one with the claw. I'll say, tracks like church lady would have any legs, but god damn that fit taking them to the next level. You think I chose to wear that skin-tight skank suit? That's freaking if. Yeah, speaking of that event, there are certain circumstances that prevent us from acting out in the open. That's why we sought to help the director, Gotti, who will so graciously give us the means to carry out our business on the sly. You were the one sick bastard, Leon. There were other ways we could have needed to be... We got what we needed without saying my pride on the damn trash chute. But no, you had to go to the director degenerate. Just because I own one doesn't mean he gets to parade me around like the poster girl. You seem like a colorful bunch. It's a little hard to imagine that they're guys' colleagues. True, but they're very dependable. They really came to the rescue during the illusory coup. Rewinding a bit, you said that you're not in a position to act out in the open. Is that why you reached out to us like this? Well, someone's quick on the uptake. Seems like you're keeping somebody on waiting, so we'll try to make this brief. So, something's going on with the church, huh? I heard there was a bad blood between the Congregation of Divine Worship and the Congregation of the Sacraments. Yeah, afraid I can't really get into the nitty-gritty of that, though. But long story short, the squabble between the Papalgar and the Gralzer is over and done with. The book on that was closed the moment Her Holiness, the Pope Orestes II, revealed a certain person in April. What was unveiled on that day shook the very foundations of the Gralzer I thought to be true. Now the Dominions, us included, have been tasked with gathering information at the behest of that individual. Is that Nina? As follows the church, there is a certain decision we need to make, and to come to it, must first confirm some suspicions of ours. Ah, so that's your intent. I'm guessing whatever it is you're digging into is related to the space program. Yeah, more or less. Being honest, there's a lot of stuff that they've told us that I just don't buy now. And perhaps some of the reason why is because of the Schwarzer Armbrust's account of things. Particularly the part where you witnessed at the observatory. Do you have some insight into why we saw what we did? If you do, mind just coming out and saying it? My ass is starting to get sore, so I just want to wrap this up and be on my way. Fine by me, but we can't talk about it here. How about this? Why don't you help us get into the observatory? Do us that favor and we'll happily provide what aid to you we can, including by answering your question. Alright, we'll take you up on your offer. It's not like we were given a cap on the number of people we could bring along, so I don't see a problem with that. But would you mind if I let Professor Hamilton know about this later? Yeah, we met her before, actually, so that's fine. Assuming you can manage it, if you can manage that anyway. There's something going on we don't know about. We'll find out soon enough. But anyhow, let's get moving already. Give us a moment to contact the Vicar and release a spell that civilians may enter the premises again. Then we'll be ready. Celis and Aunt Leon entered another room where the chapel's Vicar and sister had retired to. After which, they lifted the spell that was warding people away and the chapel lights came back on. Alright. Oh, cool. Return to the observatory. Oops. Oh, you guys are back. Took you long enough. Sorry keeping you waiting so long. So, who are you guys talking to on the phone? Was it someone I know? Ah, it's you, the sexy booth babe lady. I am not a goddamn booth babe. How'd you recognize me so fast? Even for Thor's alumnus, you're an especially keen eye. And you were the guy who on the mic was getting everyone all hyped up and stuff. You know, you got a similar getup to a friend of mine named Gaius. Oh, do you have a costume party you're going after this? Of sorts. Between you and me, it's for a film director. God was in production, called Sister Reprobate, the walking, talking public disgrace. The hell he does? Can we please stop dicking around already? Yeah, even if it is pretty funny watching her get roasted to a crib, this conversation's kind of going in circles. Right, so, Mint, these two are the part of the Groswire just like Gaius is, and they're here to help us. Okay, I get it now. So, according to Leo and Selly, there might have been hidden passages around here. Selly? You do realize I'm older than you, right? Whatever. As I was saying, it sounds like the telescope feed's been altered somehow. While you understand it, once it gets pushed to its limits, it'll pick up more light than it can handle, causing the view to get all blurry and stuff. In which such cases, I suspect that some sort of mechanism automatically performs image correction. That's like what allows the majority of us to see the night sky and its beautiful tapestry of stars, woven by the goddess's hand. Yet all soldiers in Aurenburg can see the correction as a vast empty void. If all that's true, then this definitely isn't some ordinary mechanism we're dealing with here. And the fact that it's only me and Crow, this whole thing is ominous written all over it. I heard from Gaius you two were once chosen by the Empire's twilight. Since that's done and dusted, though, I doubt that's the cause. Right, but lots happened to both Reed and me over the years. Could be any number of things that's influencing this. Reen. Crow. Well, let's put a pin on this for now. So, you mentioned a hidden passage earlier. Is that where that big Aurora terminal we heard from the Guild is being kept? Yes, it was damaged during the incident in Basel, but they managed to repair it. Allegedly, Ouroboros has even produced some duplicates. Oh, speaking of the Aurora, I did some reading up on it earlier. Its function is to manage massive quantities of calculations of the whole city of Basel. I'm thinking this telescope's image processing is being done by a different, larger terminal. So based on this, I assume it's farther underground. Correct. The Aurora is stored directly beneath us. Seems like there's a system that raises and lowers it with the telescope in case the bladder needs to be replaced. Feels a bit extra for a simple tech swab, if you ask me. But it sounds perfect for keeping something away from prying eyes. Yeah, and once you know it, that function is locked. I guess that's why the professor was comfortable letting us use the telescope. Wonder what those cables going down from here are for. Okay, Leon and I are gonna check this hidden passage area out now. Goes out saying we won't be getting the go-ahead from the Institute of Science. So what are you planning to do? Should you be vehemently against our course of action, be willing to relent for now. Though, if you're having plausible deniabilities are concerned, then you need only look the other way as we act on our own accord. We all too happy to share our findings after the fact. No, we're coming with you. We want answers about what is it that we saw, and we aren't leaving until we have them. There's no way we're gonna leave you holding the bag. Now ain't the time for us to be making for the capital on a whim. Additionally, I'm interested in seeing how this mechanism works, speaking as an associate member of the Foundation. Yeah, I'm sure the Guild would like to be in the know about this too.
この天文台はおじいちゃんが20年くらい前に訪ねた場所だけど、その時の手記に必要暦1200年代の最初の10年目についての記述があって、エプスタイン博士の偉業以降最大となる時代を揺るがす出来事が起きるかもしれない。その手がかりはバーゼルの天文台にある。そんな風に記されていたの。
He really wrote all that. If I'm remembering right, Toa's grandpa was the president of the Imperial Academy before he passed away 10 years ago. The famous astronomer, Professor Alfred Herschel. Sounding more like a crux of everything all the time.
だから責任は全部私が持ちます。申し訳ないけど調べさせてもらいましょう。もちろんベルヌ社の最新技術とか理科大学の研究には極力触れないようにして。それとさっきも言ったけど、後でハミルトン博士には私から謝りますから。
Instructor Toa. Sorry, I feel bad we can do that. Here, when the time comes, why don't I join you for apologizing here? I wouldn't mind serving size of the humble pie too, on behalf of the guild. Were this Vaughn, I imagine he would have gone about his usual snooping without even pausing to consider asking forgiveness. So this is the Thor's MO, huh? Oh man, I like the cut of your jibs. Okay then, with all that out of the way, let's kick things off with some good old-fashioned clairvoyance. Couple that with shard search, and we're sure to turn it up a league or two in no time. Indeed, it would be rather difficult to do this anywhere on campus other than the observatory. Oh, you guys looking for the secret panel or something? You should try that wall over there. Wait, what? You found something already? Sure did. I took a look around the place while you were out. And I noticed this one part in the round wall that looked a bit misaligned. So I thought, hey, that looks like it can be moved, probably. Is she for real? Believe it or not, she does know her onions when it comes to technical stuff. Even someone like Professor Schmidt accepts as a fact. Yet, he won't miss a beat on to air her grievances of her constant misunderstandings. Well, if it saves me the trouble of performing a needless clairvoyance, you certainly won't hear me complaining. Great. Do you mind showing us which panel it was, Min? You bet. Just give me 1 second. Where was it again? I really should have seen that coming. Well, I'm sure it's somewhere along these walls. I suppose I need to utilize clairvoyance and shard search after all. My bad, I passed the baton to you then. Right there, you weren't even close to it.
パネルが押し込まれたぜ。だが何も起こらないな。他のも探してみよう。
ありました。これで2つ目です。もう1つくらいあったような。
Oh yeah, score! Seriously? This was here the whole time? There's simply no way this was part of the original building's design. Can't imagine why someone would build something like this, unless it was to stop people from poking their noses around. Save the brain rank for later. We got a hidden area to explore. Keep your wits about you. There are the slightest bits of signs of danger ahead. Yes, I noticed that much. See, perceptiveness is just as sharp as they say, Divine Blade of Ash. Perhaps even sharper than our own mana-sensing capabilities. I don't know if I go that far. I'm sure they'll still be relying on your clairvoyance up ahead. Alright, everyone, if there's any last-minute prep we need to do before we dive in, now's the time. Roger that. Understood. Alright, let's go take a peek backstage for you guys. Alright. What do we got going on down here?
天文台の地下にこんな空間があるなんて。反響を考えると岩盤の中のかなり深くまで続いているみたいだね。とにかく行けるとこまで行ってみるしかないよね。
ってミント、いつの間に。
ったく、止めはしなかったけどよ。こけて転がり落ちたりするんじゃねえぞ。
本当に長いですね。ちょっと疲れてきました。
かなり降りてきたし、そろそろなんじゃねえか。
ええ、念のためそちらも警戒を。
Wow. Damn. Yeah, okay, I'll be the first to admit, this is pretty impressive. It's like Middle Ages ruins. Definitely is an impression, that's for sure. It reminds me of the Black Workshop, even if the technology is of a different standard. It's also reminiscent of Stargazer's Tower, a structure built by alchemists in Crossbell. Apparently astrology was pretty popular in Basel during the Middle Ages. I heard the rise of astronomy, along with the Institute and the artisanal district, came about due to the Central Eastern and Eastern influence. And as the telescope lens technology improved, so too did the development of precision manufacturing. If I remember right, Beza developed into a hub of engineering due to the Vern Group's widespread influence here since the start of the modern era. Alright, enough nerding up the place with the unprompted history lesson. On the contrary, I think it would do a certain Dominion who neglected to even flip through the material provided to us on Beza some good. Also, Toad's been super diligent student and Reans teaches history, they know this stuff. This doesn't look like an artifact, so I wonder what's making it glow. Looks like she's dead set on coming along. I think it might be safe for you to wait upstairs. I've got no idea what's down here. It'd be dangerous. Well, lucky for me, dangerous is my middle name. Besides, waiting around is boring. I'm sure I can help you guys somehow. Ah, look, up there! Aren't those the cables coming from down the observatory? She's right. That looks distinctly modern. It's not even 20 years old, in fact. I believe that may have been the latest orbital network compliance standard. Huh, okay. So what are they doing down here in old ruins like this? The situation is becoming more suspicious by the second. Okay, you two keep using words like suspicion and the crux of everything. You got something you want to share with the rest of the class, or... Tell us someone higher up in the church that you put you up in the investigation, but not much else. Now that I think about it, I guess Kevin's also acting on orders of that person, isn't he? Swin and Nani are acting a little unusual, too. But I mean, all this is connected somehow. You people are too sharp for your own good. Frankly, I'm not quite sure how to respond to such an inquiry. What table is for now? Oh. Oh no, not those things again. The hell are these? I can confirm they aren't monsters. Maybe some form of manifested apparitions. These must be the things Elaine was telling me about. They're called demi-grendels. Yeah, we've seen them a few times before. They weren't this color, I don't think. Why might they be here of all places? Well, we'll go over that later. Stand your guard, everyone. I'll back you up however I can. I'll help too. Orbital cannon activate! Oh, these fucking things. Ah, there's so many of them too, man. Alright. I need to get them closer. Alright. Alright.
先は取るぜ。我が深淵にて震えし伯爵の刻印よ、暗き魔を食らう炎のアギトとなれ。フィアンマ水ガルド。
決まっていくぜ。そらどうだ。
Get out of here.
精進あるのみだ。
Oh, no experience off those guys.
レベルアップだ。
まだ成長期ですね。
Oh, great. Looks like a whole swarm of trolls coming out of the woodwork. Seems our benevolent hosts are extending a warm welcome to us. Let's save the chit-chat for later. For now, our priority is following these cables to the end. Fine by me. Guess you better show us what you got. I'm detecting the presence of the higher elements. Proceed with caution, everyone. The path goes further down than from here. Let's keep our eyes out for traps. Oh.
私の番です。お役に立てたでしょうか。
行くぜ。サンクス。
任せろ。
アルティナ。
Alright. Oh. I'm assuming I can't touch the beams? Yeah, I figured. That's shredded. Oh, what is that? Oh. So I can't go that way, right? Yeah, I figured.
Huh. 仕掛け自体はもともとあったもんみたいだが、後から人の手が入ってやがる感じだ。近づけさせない意志を感じる。みんな怪我はないか。
とにかくこのままケーブルの行き先を追跡するよ。
サーチすんぜ。完成します。無駄だ。完成します。
そこです。
そこです。完成します。
それそれ。クローさん。
そらどうだ、ここだ。
やらせるか。
Rude.
私に任せ。
外れだぜ。
out of here. Call it Sepith. I'll take it all.
まだ成長期ですので。
There's that way. Where's this lady?
良さそうな宝箱だよ。 行きます。任せろ。そうか。やっ。いつでも行けるぜ。逃がすなよ。
Alright. Defense 3. All fucking things. I'll take it. I already fought you, so I'm good.
良さそうな宝箱だ。
I'm hearing palms hopping around. Uh-oh. The trap room. His palms are so wide, too wide apart. Wait, hang on. No, I fucked up. Now I can. I don't know why I see more CP on this thing. I'm surprised it didn't run away. I was half expecting for it to run away. I'll take all the step that I can get. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Don't know how I avoided that. Alright. Whoa. And this place just goes deeper and deeper.
良さそうな宝箱だよ。
Oh, I got zapped. I guess I gotta get rid of you guys up. You're kind of in the way. What's the... Yeah, the doors are opening up. I get it. Whoa, let's go this way.
ケーブルはまだ奥に続いているみたいだよ。だんだん核心に近づいているみたいですね。
ええ、おそらくあなたたちにとってもでしょうが。
悪いな。俺につかさせることはねえだろうが。
どの道進めばわかるんでしょう。だったら行くだけです。
Shut them out. Oh, god damn it, I didn't get these two. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, ran away, what a prick. Alright. One got away.
このまま突き進むのみだ。
良さそうな宝箱だよ。
Take it. Whoa. Kusanagi. Ooh, critical damage from attacks and crafts 100%. Okay. You can follow me, aren't you? You prick.
戦闘モード開始。シャード展開のコースです。そこだ。それ。任せな。行くぜ。
Alright. Killed him. Alright, I think we're gonna wrap up here because we're getting close to time. So when we come back, we will head through this here passage and see what secrets are lying in wait for us. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you then. Later.